Good day everyone. In this session, we will explore data analysis technique using the quantitative approach. The quantitative approach is about working with numerical data to test hypotheses, identify patterns, and make generalization about a population. Unlike qualitative analysis, which focuses on meaning, depth, and quantitative analysis emphasizes objectivity, measurement, and statistical testing. The process usually begins after data collection. First, researchers perform data cleaning and preparation, which includes checking for missing values, coding responses, and ensures the dataset is accurate. Once the data is ready, we move into descriptive and inferential analysis. Descriptive statistics summarizes and describes the main feature of the data. These include measure of central tendency such as the mean, median, and mode, and measure of variability such as range, variance, and standard deviation. For example, if we surveyed students' exam scores, descriptive statistics should tell us the average score and how spread out the scores are. Next, we often use inferential statistics to test hypotheses and make prediction about the population. Common technique includes t-test, ANOVA, which compare group means, chi-square test, which assess relationship between categorical variables, correlation and regression analysis, which examine the strength and direction of relationship between the variables. For example, regression can show how strongly study hours predict exam score. More advanced quantitative methods include multivariate analysis, such as factor analysis, structural equation modeling, or logistic regression, which allow researchers to handle complex data sets with multiple variables. One of the key strengths of quantitative approach is generalizability. By using large and representative samples, the results can be applied beyond the study group to the wider population. It also allows for replication, meaning other researchers can repeat the study and test whether they get similar result or different. However, quantitative analysis also has limitation. It may overlook the context, meaning behind numbers, and sometimes it simplifies complex human behavior into variables that don't capture the full picture. That's why in some cases, researchers combine it with qualitative approaches for a richer understanding. In short, the quantitative approach to data analysis is about turning numbers into meaningful insight through statistical tools. It provides rigor, precision, and predictive power, making it essential for scientific research across disciplines. Hello everyone. In this part, we will explore qualitative data analysis technique. Unlike quantitative analysis, which focuses on numbers, qualitative analysis deals with non-numerical data such as interview, open-ended survey responses, and documents, as well as observation. The goal is not to test hypotheses but to understand meaning, experiences, and perspective in depth. The process begins with data preparation, such as transcribing interviews or organizing field notes. Once the data is ready, the researcher immerses themselves in it, reading and rereading to identify the pattern. The common technique is thematic analysis, where researchers code the data, marking important words, phrases, or ideas, and then group these into broader themes. For example, in a study of student experiences with online learning, themes might include flexibility, feeling of isolation, or challenges with technology. Another approach is content analysis, which systematically categorizes text to identify the frequency of concepts or ideas. There is also narrative analysis, which focuses on the stories people tell and how they construct meaning through their stories. For more theory-driven work, researchers might use grounded theory, where analysis is iterative. Data is coded and compared continuously until new theories emerge, and similarly, discourse analysis examines how language reflects power, identity, and social structure. The strength of qualitative analysis lies in its ability to capture rich, detailed, and contextualized insights. It can reveal not just what people think, but what they think that way and how their experiences shape their responses. However, qualitative analysis also has challenges. It is time to intensive and requires strong interpretive skills. It can also be influenced by researcher bias, which is why reflexibility, acknowledging the researcher's own position and perspective, which is important. In summary, the qualitative approach to data analysis emphasizes depth over breadth. It uncovers meaning and interpretation, providing nuanced insights and their number alone cannot fully capture. Techniques, mixed method. Sorry.
Action.
Now, let us turn to the mixed method approach to data analysis. Mixed method combines both quantitative and qualitative technique in some study. The idea is to draw the strength of both approaches, the precision and generalizability of quantitative data and the depth and context of qualitative data. There are different ways to structure a mixed method design. In a sequential design, researcher might begin with the qualitative data to explore a topic and then follow up with the quantitative survey to test those insights on a larger sample. Conversely, they might start with quantitative results and then use qualitative interviews to explain unexpected findings. In a concurrent design, both qualitative and quantitative data are collected at the same time and then integrated during the analysis stage. For example, a study on employee satisfaction might include both a large-scale survey with numerical scores and focus groups to understand the reasoning behind those scores. During analysis, researcher can compare and contrast the findings from each method to see where they converge, complement, or even contradict one another. This integration adds breadth and depth, leading to more robust conclusions. The main strength of mixed method is triangulation, the ability to confirm findings through multiple forms of evidences. It also provides a richer understanding of complex phenomena than using one method alone. However, mixed method require more time, resources, and expertise since researcher must be skilled in both qualitative and quantitative analysis. Integration can also be challenging, especially when the finding seems to conflict. In short, the mixed method approach offers a comprehensive and balanced way of analyzing data. It captures the big picture while also diving into the details, making it particularly valuable in applied research where both numbers and narrative matters.